Funding for this series has been provided in part by the following. Horton Municipality. 62 degrees Nord. Kavaroy Arctic. Up Norway.
Thank you. And then I need also dill.
How could you forget dill?
Dill.
It's like forgetting your own country.
Yes.
Welcome to Trondheim, Christer.
Thank you so much. Beautiful card.
It's just for you today.
Thank you. Hi and welcome to New Scandinavian Cooking here from Trondheim in Mid-Norway. Also known as Nidaros, that for over 1,000 years has been a Christian pilgrim destination. Trondheim was also our capital in the older days. I am Christer Rødseth. I'm not here for the spiritual reasons, but for the fantastic food scene that has sprung out in this region with Michelin-star restaurants, spectacular chefs that I'm sure can bring out the food lover in you. I promise you do not want to miss out. Trondheim is clearly one of Norway's best food destinations, and the region was in 2022 celebrated as European Region of Gastronomy. The whole county of Trøndelag is famous for hospitality and a great variety of local food production. High-quality fish from the sea, wild game from the mountains, and all kinds of produce from the fertile farmlands.
10,000 bottles of wine.
I'll meet up with a brilliant chef and entrepreneur, Mikael Forselius. Today he's the manager of the historic Britannia Hotel here in Trondheim. Mikael has many favorite recipes, and I hope to taste at least one of them. We'll go fishing in a close-by salmon river, so guess what's on the menu? I will also cook for him, a salmon ceviche, but first I will serve him a tender beef tartare with homemade mayonnaise and horseradish.
Here we are, Christer.
Oh, wow. Hello.
Welcome to Britannia, Mr. Rødseth.
Big boss is picking me up. This is luxury.
Of course.
Thank you so much.
Welcome to Britannia in Trondheim.
Thank you.
Here is our cocktail bar.
Wow.
We have been
Hi.
serving spirits and cocktails since 1897.
Wow. That's a long time.
Yeah, it is. And our concept is our own signature drinks, telling stories about historical moments from this area, for this city.
Wow.
Let's go and look at our grill
Yes.
and our meat storehouse.
Wow.
And, look at this. All the meat is free range beef in Røros area.
Yes, what's next?
How about wine cellar?
Okay. Oi, oi, oi.
Welcome to the tasting room.
Tasting room, yeah.
Here we can have small groups up to 20. We also have a projector. We can show movies from the vineyards. So 10,000 bottles of wine. The oldest one is in 1870, the same year as the hotel. And of course, the most exclusive ones is the Romani Conti Grand Cru. So here you can...
Good stuff.
Yeah, and more than 1,500 different wines you can get served on glass. So you can actually try the most of it, just to try a glass of each of it.
This is, I have some incredible feelings inside of me because this is amazing. Yeah. And I think we probably should leave this room before I do something really, really bad.
Okay, let's go to the brasserie.
Yes, I think we should.
You know, I love France, so I have always have a dream to make a real brasserie, French style, a little bit modern.
Yeah.
Classic with lots of beer, lots of wine and glass, rustic food, good service. This is the place.
So cool.
But I really want to show you Palmehaven also. Or
Yeah, I'm down.
The mythic, on the famous restaurant.
Yeah. Monsieur Arnaus.
Hello, hello.
What's cooking?
Reindeer from Stensås in Røros. Chanterelles and lingonberries. And some mashed potato with potatoes from Oppdal. Also a local...
Everything local.
Everything local.
Of course. This hotel, how old is it?
It's 150.
150 years. And a lot of the menus from back in the days has been collected. So we use inspiration, especially inside Palmehaven. And we take out these classic dishes and we use them in the cooking today.
Yeah.
When Nansen come home to Norway after one of the Arctic expeditions, he have a big dinner for the press from all over the world here. And that dinner we still serving. And it's some classic dishes. So
Classic oxfilet rossini and baked Alaska.
So it's like tenderloin and foie gras.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's quite
nice.
Quite nice.
Yeah.
I like it.
And they served that in 1896.
Yeah. Wow. So now what are you going to make?
I'm starting with the chanterelles.
Yeah.
I'm just going to fry them in some oil and some butter. I don't like them too hard cooked. I'm starting off quite slow. We're going to have a sauce made of reindeer bones and ox bones and some lingonberries.
This is like a taste of Britannia, Mikael.
definitely, it's seasonal. Now they are the time of the year when you can get this late season chanterelles, the winter chanterelles, and get the first fresh reindeer for season from now on also. And also when we have royalties and special international guests, reindeer is the thing we serve.
Yeah, reindeer is amazing.
So we have the mashed potato.
I love the smell of the combination with butter and mushrooms.
That's the best in the world.
Smoked and dried reindeer heart on top.
The heart gives a lots of flavor. Huh?
It does, yeah. So here it is, almost like a potato tart with chanterelles. You have the reindeer and lingonberry sauce. Looks amazing. I'm ready to eat. You can find all our recipes at our website, newscancook.com. Amazing, Espen.
Thank you.
Now it's my time to cook. So we'll see you later, or will we see you when we see you?
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Wow, this hotel is amazing. I'm like mesmerized. I just had some lovely food from the head chef, and now I'm gonna make a tartare for Mikael with a seaweed mayonnaise. There's gonna be some marcona almonds and pickled onions. So now I'm gonna start off with the mayonnaise. 1 egg. We're gonna have 1 teaspoon of mustard, some of this lovely seaweed. You know, this gives you like this umami flavor, and it's so beautiful. Just a tiny bit, not too much. I'm gonna add some lemon juice. Tiny bit of salt, and now some local apple cider vinegar. And of course, oil. Fill up about 1 cup of oil. And finished. 15 seconds, well spent. And for the meat today, I'm gonna use tenderloin. And you can see this, you have some marble of the fat as well, but this is so juicy and nice just to eat raw. So now, thin slices, then now just into dices, and it's up to you now. How rough or fine do you want to cut this meat? Into a bowl, you're gonna add as well, of course, some mustard. Just add a teaspoon. I'm gonna use these marcona almonds, Spanish salted almonds. Gonna give this bite in a tartare, which is a bit unusual, but so nice. It's like popping, almost like salty flavor. Last ingredient, some olive oil. And just use tiny drops of it, not too much. Beautiful. So now with the seaweed mayonnaise, some pickled onions. So on tartare, for me personally, I love to use horseradish. This peppery, stingy, beautiful flavor. To finish off, just a tiny bit of greens. And there we are. Mikael, come.
Hello.
Hello. Look at this beauties. I made a nice tartare for you with seaweed mayonnaise, marcona almonds, rye bread. It's a bit of a twist, but I hope you enjoy it. Wow. It was actually very good. With a mix of the seaweed and the meat, it was quite good.
Yeah, perfect then.
So after like walking around in this hotel with you, it's almost like a small city.
Yeah.
It's so many people working here. You have plenty of restaurants. You have lots of apprentices as well, which is very, very important for us as chefs.
Yeah. We want to be like a destination in our own. And for us to have the next generation of chefs and waiters is very important. We have to educate them by our own and make all the city bubbling of inspiration and lots of new professionals, and it's starting to be definitely a chef's destination, all Trondheim.
Yeah, you really created something special in this hotel for sure.
Yeah.
But I know it's many, many good restaurants in Trondheim city.
Definitely.
And I know lots of the chefs, and I'm actually going to take a trip out in the city and see if I can meet some of them.
You will probably meet lots of...
See you later then.
Yeah, looking
Good.
forward to it.
Yeah, me too. Back in the cab and with Mr. Stensrud behind the steering wheel, this will be an efficient trip. He's a real townsman. In fact, he grew up within the walls of the Britannia Hotel.
I'm almost born in the hotel, you know, because my grandfather bought the hotel in 1924. And my father, he was a GM from 1951. And together with my mother, they ran the hotel up to 1985. People say, oh, you are lucky. You could eat dinner in Palmehaven every day. It wasn't like that, you know. It was more fun eating at home, you know.
Yeah. But now you are the concierge. After all these years, you're back.
Yes, I am.
What's changed since when you were a kid?
The atmosphere is the same, but you know, everything, the refurnishing, the rebuilding, everything is now 5-star. And I also think that my grandfather would be very happy to see what the hotel looks like now.
So where's the first stop?
The first stop is Fangen. It's a Michelin restaurant, 1 star.
I actually know the owner of the restaurant.
Yeah, Jonas.
Yeah, I'll see if I can find him then. I'll be back. Hello, Jonas.
Hello, Christer.
How are you doing?
I'm good.
So now Trondheim, it's a big food scene now.
Yeah, it's really nice. We have all these people opening their own places that's like really driven and making the town better.
So food-wise, where should I go, like in Trondheim?
Well, it's of course us, Hagen.
Obviously.
Yeah. You have Spelsalen at Britannia. Credo is like an institution here. Spontan wine bar. And of course, the lunch at Sellandrå.
Okay, I got a big list then.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Jonas.
Thank you.
I'll see you soon.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.
We are now approaching the next stop, the French restaurant Vive Gauche.
Yeah.
The owner is Colin Dahl, he's from Oslo. He opened the restaurant a month ago. It's situated by Nidelven, the river running through the city of Trondheim.
Hello.
Hello, Colin.
Welcome.
Thank you. How are you?
Trondheim. I'm good. Very good.
So you're actually one of the restaurant owners that has traveled from Oslo to Trondheim to open a restaurant.
Yes, that's true. Normally, I think it's the opposite way, but we did it this way.
Why is that?
I think the city is in very good development regarding wine and food. And we are so lucky that we can have this beautiful location here.
Yes,
so you have the river and you have the church, Nidarosdomen.
Yeah. Well, I'll see if I get the time one night to come and visit you. I would really love to. See you.
Ciao.
Bye. So this next step now is almost like an institution in Trondheim.
Yeah, it is. The restaurant is called To Rom og Kjøkken. In English, it's 2 rooms and kitchen.
Yeah.
And the owner is Roar Hildonen.
I met him several times and it's really like he's an ambassador for the restaurant business of Trondheim.
Absolutely.
Hello, Christer.
Hello, Roar.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm good.
Yeah?
You?
Very good.
Welcome
Good
to
see you.
Trondheim.
Thank you so much. So you are actually one of the guys in Trondheim, been doing restaurant business for probably most years, I'd say?
38 years in Trondheim, yes.
Wow. So how would you say now in Trondheim, it's become such a great city, like food-wise, and from 15 years back until now, how would you say the development has been?
It's been like an explosion. You know? It's been coming so much good restaurants with different concepts, but most of them are using local products, you know, from the region, because we have a lot of world famous products from the sea and also from the mountains and from the agriculture.
Well, I'm looking forward for these days in Trondheim. Thank you so much, Roar. I'll see you soon, probably.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Now I'm on my way to Trondheim at Kalas and Canasta here in Trondheim. And we are gonna cook some lovely food with local produce. Hallais.
Oh, hi.
Oh, look at this.
Her er lokalmat fra Trøndelag, levert på en klimavennlig måte.
So this is actually local produce delivered with the biggest food supplier in Norway in a sustainable way. And look at this, lamb sirloin. Look at these cheeses.
Yeah, amazing.
So I think you probably can cook up some good stuff with this.
Definitely.
If you're gonna like describe the food philosophy of Kalas Canasta, your restaurant.
We try to use as much local produce as we can.
Yeah.
And we like that the flavors are quite natural, and that we don't use too many foreign spices on it.
So I'll just get some butter in this lamb now.
Yep.
And I'll just get this lamb in the oven.
Yep.
And as well, we have this local cheese, which I think we're gonna have a look at.
Yep.
This cheese is like Norway's answer to Montour in a way.
It is.
Because you
Absolutely.
bake it whole, and it's like so creamy and juicy and
Yeah.
just, amazing. Because normally you would serve this with maybe some crackers and maybe a jam or something.
Yeah, or jam, yeah.
But it's quite nice to eat that as it is as
Yeah,
well.
definitely. And then we have the mushrooms here, and we add some, not some, a lot actually, with the sour cream from Røros.
I can cut the cheese.
Yeah, cut the cheese.
You have this beautiful,
Camembert from Gangstad.
yes.
And now you can see the sour cream is kind of melted, so it's a little bit liquid. And that's very good when we add the cheese. You want to add the cheese?
No, I'm busy.
You're busy. Yeah, you're busy eating.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're the one getting paid for this, you know?
Yes, I am.
Fantastic.
Oh, look at this.
Real nice.
Real nice. Oh,
It's beautiful.
Beautiful.
Really good.
See that fat
Crispiness,
crispy?
yeah.
Oh, yes, 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 yes.
Amazing.
Amazing. I think we can actually take out the other cheese as well from the oven,
Yeah.
because this looks very beautiful now. You can start. Jackpot. Very nice. Wow.
Really one of the best cheeses from this area.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
without doubt.
Yeah.
I'll take a spoon. Let's cook some lamb. This is actually quite good, and you can hear how crunchy it is.
That's perfect. I think I've done this before, actually.
I cooked a piece of lamb or two, yeah.
Oh,
Look at this
so creamy,
creamy
and nice.
chanterelles. I get the lamb on.
Yeah.
Maybe get the sauce on.
Yeah. Sauce is important.
Yes. So there we actually are. We have the lamb sirloin with the creamed chanterelles with sour cream, local, like, almost like camembert cheese, with vegetables. Oh, amazing. For more inspiration, visit our website, newscancook.com.
Really tender.
I love the crunch from the fat.
Yeah.
So another like local produce Trøndelag is very famous for is this, wild salmon.
Salmon, yeah. That's
So that's
true.
my next stop. I'm going to fish. And they say that the rivers should be quite good here as well.
Yeah,
So if I don't get any salmon, it's not my fault.
that's correct.
It's the river,
I agree.
definitely. So I have to find more nice produce.
Yes, of course. Let's see if we catch some salmon.
After about a 50 minutes drive, we arrived in Støren. This is one of Norway's best fishing grounds for salmon.
This is the famous spot, Frøsethølen.
So if you want to fish salmon, this is the best place in Norway, yeah?
Yeah, definitely one of them.
So how many fish can you have like in this spot?
Hundreds of fishes, maybe.
Let's go then.
Take it very easy and up until 2 o'clock, and then forward until 10.
So up like
Up.
this and down,
Yeah, and then 2 o'clock
2 o'clock.
and 10 and 9. And now you are in 7 o'clock probably.
Yeah, but 7 is okay. It's close to 9.
Not close enough.
Close enough. So how old were you the first time you started with this fly fishing?
I started fly fishing in a small river next where I was raised up in Sweden when I was 5. So I got
5?
my first fishing rod when I was 5. So 41 years since I started fishing.
So you're ahead.
Yeah, I am.
What's the history of this river? Because it's been fishing salmon here for many, many years.
Yeah. Fishing for salmon, they have done it for 8,000 years.
Yeah. Sure.
But the sport fishing is now more than 200 years. So,
Yeah. So who was the first to start fishing in these rivers?
Like sport fishing, it was the Englishmen, definitely. This was a Klondike for them to come here. The river was full with fish with perfect fly fishing areas. They didn't pay for the fishing. They paid the farmer for row with boats for them, because they're sitting in boat and fishing from boats. So the farmers was rowing for them and earn the money that way. That is the history.
Okay. My first fly fishing experience wasn't successful, but some were lucky, like the guys on the opposite side of the river. Anyway, back in Trondheim, salmon is still on the menu. Now we're gonna make two dishes. It's gonna be one from Mikael here with cured wild salmon. There's gonna be a mustard sauce, and my dish is gonna be almost like a salmon ceviche with rams and vinegar and some lemon, some pickled onions and pickled mustard seeds. So, off you go. I can be your assistant to start with because mine is really quick.
I have a piece here who I've already cured with about 6-7% of salt and sugar, 50-50, for 2 days. And then I want a fresh taste of sugar, salt, and dill. So I make a second curing, a quick one.
Yeah.
So I need a little bit sugar, just a few grams. The same with the salt. And I need some dill.
You Swedes, you really love dill.
Yes, that's the taste of Sweden.
Dill with everything.
Yeah.
So now you just put them together.
Put them together for about half an hour.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to make a sauce,
Yeah.
a mustard and dill sauce.
Lovely.
So I'm using sweet Swedish mustard.
Swedish mustard, of course, yeah.
Yes. And some French one, the Dijon one. And the secret sauce.
The secret sauce?
Yeah, this is a real secret sauce. This is honey.
Yeah.
Rooftop honey from Britannia.
That's amazing.
Our own one. And that's going to be the sweetness of the mustard and dill sauce. And then I need some oil.
I got oil, neutral oil.
Neutral. And then I need also dill.
How could you forget dill?
Dill.
It's like forgetting your own country.
Yes.
I can almost taste the flavors already just by watching this.
Yeah.
I can pour it.
Yeah, perfect. I need twice as much oil as mustard. I think it's fine now. And then I'm going to make potato salad. I have whipped sour cream, some chopped red onions, and horseradish.
Horseradish.
Yes.
And there's actually a difference between Norwegian and Swedish amount of horseradish.
Yes.
Because you Swedes, you are crazy.
I want a small kick of it. You know?
Yeah, small kick of it. That amount could cure any disease in the world.
And then the Swedish white fish roe.
I love that caviar.
And then boiled potatoes, but not hot, but a little bit over room temperature.
Lovely. While this is setting for a second, I'm just going to cut my salmon as well, because that needs to be cured with the rams and vinegar and lemon. So I'm just going to cut these into dices. And I got this beautiful rams and vinegar, which I stole from your chefs. Smells amazing.
Yes.
And as well, a bit of lemon juice, some salt. And leave this, because now what's going to happen is that the vinegar and the lemon is going to start like curing the salmon, almost like cooking it.
Yeah.
What's next for you now, Mikael?
Yeah, I'm going to cut this, and you get this beautiful color.
Oh, look at that.
And of course, the potato salad
Look at the caviar.
with lots of caviar, a little bit of the mustard sauce. And if you have extra dill for me,
I'll find a nice one for
you
you.
have to have some garnish.
It's like Edvard Munch made this.
Or Mikael Forselius.
Yeah. Let me just quickly plate my dish as well. You can see it started to cook slightly. So I got here is sour cream, which I've hanged through the night, so it's really concentrated. And I saw your caviar bag lying there, so I'm gonna steal some.
I think that's going to match perfect with that dish.
Yeah, it's no doubt. And now some pickled mustard seeds.
So you get a little bit sweet and sour touch with it.
Yeah, and with this beautiful pickled onions, I got some pumpkin seeds. And since we are in Trondheim, I feel like I have to impress. So I got some beautiful flowers.
Of course.
I'm just gonna put that on top to end of it. And there we are. For recipes and more, visit our website, newscancook.com. So maybe we should swap dishes then. So that's for you, and this is for me.
Thank you. Fresh. The taste is really fresh.
And this is so good. This week has been great. Lovely to even like stay in Britannia, going around the city with the London cab.
Yeah.
Go fishing with you, even though there was something wrong with the website, didn't get any fish. It's all been amazing. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. Welcome back to Trondheim.
No worries, I'll be back.
Yeah.
For more of the new Scandinavian cooking experience, visit our website and social media. Funding for this series has been provided in part by the following: Horten Municipality, 62 Degrees Nord, Kavarøy Arctic, Up Norway,